Hello and welcome back. And today we have the Somers Tuskers. It's taking on the John Jay Wolves. And welcome back. We got an exciting matchup. It's the Wolves coming into this one, sitting at 6-9, taking on the Tuskers, who are currently sitting at 6-7. Yeah, exciting matchup here for you today. I'm Benny Silk, doing this game solo today. I may have someone join me a bit later, but not 100% sure yet. And yeah, so thank you for everyone tuning in, and we're about to get started. So doing the scoreboard manually, so we're gonna do the best we can, but try. Yeah. It's a two-man crew today, but we are ready. Teams are in the middle. Thank you, Mark Tanksham, the cameraman, for helping me for today's game. And up, and we're off, and we're back. Right away, it's Kaczynski with the ball. Kaczynski finds Aladretti. Now Aladretti with the ball. And John Jay coming up top. Score is still 0-0. Now back to Ingram. Ingram now with the ball. Shot clock is running out. And the ball is going to go out of bounds. And the game's going to remain scoreless as we wait. Now dribbling down the court, we got number 22 of John Jay. And now number 11 is on for the free throws of Bartley Cohen. Number 11, a senior at John Jay High School. Bartley Cohen's first one hits the basket, no good. Touched by John Jay before going out of bounds, so it is going to be Somers' ball, but they are going to they are going to line up for one more. Now they are throwing it out. It's John Jay's ball. Now number 44 to number 11, back to 22. Bartley Cohen with the ball. Now to number 22 of Halafana. Now it's going to be a up ball, and let's see what they decide whose ball it is here. So 6:50 left on the clock, and as of now, it is John Jay who is up 2-0 to start off. Up with the basket, it's no good, stolen by Somers. Dribbling down the court, back to Contreras. In for the basket, and that's gonna tie the game up at 2. It is a 2-2 game. 2-2 game. Up for the basket, and it goes in. Getting it, number 10 for John Jay. That is number 10 of Charlotte Oddman. But now down the court, Ingram shooting the basket, no good. And it's gonna go out of bounds, so I believe it was Somers who touched it last, so it's gonna be John Jay's ball. Now dribbling down the court, we got number 22 for John Jay, number 22, Halala, and it's gonna get it. And she makes it for 3. Now going down the court, it's Somers. Stolen back by John Jay, number 22, with the ball. And Contreras gets it out. It winds up going out of bounds. We have a 7-2 game currently. So Ingram is going to throw it back in for the Tuskers to Contreras. to Ingram, back to Contreras. Going. Here he goes now. It's Kaczynski with the ball. Up for three. It's Contreras. Hits the basket rim backboard. But Somers with the rebound. Kaczynski tries to shoot the three. It's recovered by John Jay. And up for the basket for John Jay. It's number 22 of Hala Fana. Now we got Kaczynski. Kaczynski to Ingram, dribbling down the court. Finds Aladretti. And now on for the free throw, it's going to be Contreras. First free throw is up, and it goes in, making it a 9-3 game. Second one is up. It goes in, and we're back to a 5-point game. Contreras gets both free throws. Now dribbling down the court, we have California to 44, back to number 22, 244, up for the three, hits the backboard, does not go in, but then it goes in, shot by number 10. Got number 10 for John Jay. But now Ingram with the ball. Ingram finds number 30, who gets it for the basket of McCollum. Kenzie McCollum gets the basket there for the Tuskers. 11-6, John Jay leading. 22 dribbling down the court to number 44. The double numbers there to now number 11. Contreras tries to get it, but John Jay able to recover. 44 up for the three, and number 44, John Jay, is going to get it of L. Watt for John Jay. 14-6 is the score to Aladretti. And up for the three, Contreras. It's going to be no good. Ingram touches it before it goes out of bounds. So we'll see who they give it to. And one of the teams are going to call timeout. So, yeah, so if you're just getting here, Benny Silk commentating for you today, and Somers is 6-7, John Jay 6-9, and this week I sent a few questions over to the assistant coach, Mr. Rogers, and first thing I asked was, who are the key players on Jay? Yeah, number 22, as we see that so far, of California. He's just a top. She's a top player on John Jay, and could see that. That is definitely true early here today. And what is the key to success in this game? The Tuskers got to rebound a lot and limit John Jay chances on offense of getting downfield. Try to hold them to one shot per possession. They've done all right with that, we'll say, as they are down currently by 8 on the court. Schmidberger, and we have Schmidberger in for the Tuskers. Looking like from here, everyone else is the same. Aladretti. The ball, number 44 of Watt. Stolen by Ingram. And there goes Ingram to Schmidberger. Now Schmidberger to Aladretti. And before it goes out of bounds, Contreras is going to touch it. It's going to be John Jay's ball with number 22 of California throwing it back in. So now dribbling down the court, we have number 22 of California. Finds number 10 of John Jay. Number 10 gets the basket, making it a 16-6 lead for John Jay. Now to Kaczynski. Ingram now with the ball to Contreras. Getting it down the field. Stolen by number 13 of John Jay. Number 13 steals it. 10 with the ball. And going to be stolen by Ingram as it's going to be picked up. Now Aldretti with the ball to Kaczynski. Now Kaczynski trying to find open goal there. Finds Contreras. Contreras now. And it's going to be stolen by number 10. Now to 22 with John Jay. Back to number 44. Back to 22. Up 10. Up for the 3. Hits the rim. No good. 13 touches it. It rolls out of bounds. So we got 2 minutes left. This first quarter is going by fast. So they're going to line back up. So throwing it back in. And 13 throws it right out to number 13 of John Jay of Sherembui. And goes out of bounds, but almost touches it, so it's going to be John Jay's ball again to 44. 44 with the ball back to 22. Up for the 3. Hits the backboard, does not go in, and grabbed by Schmidberger. Schmidberger throws to Kaczynski. Kaczynski dribbling down the court. Kaczynski, there goes Kaczynski, trying to find someone open. Now to Ingram. Ingram to Schmidberger. Back to Ingram. Going up for the basket, and it goes in. A basket for Ingram there. So 16-8 is the score. Now dribbling down the court, number 22 of John Jay to 44. Back to 3, up for the basket. It goes in. Now going down the court, it's Contreras for Somers. So now with the ball is Sidney Ingram. Sidney Ingram to Aldretti. Up for the 3. Hits the backboard, but Schmidberger able to get the rebound. It does not go in. Looks like it's going to be John Jay's ball. So it's going to be Schmidberger up for the free throws. First one is going to be good. First one is good for the Tuskers. Schmidberger now up for free throw number 2. And it hits the backboard, and it goes in. The Tuskers making an 8-point game. Dribbling down the court, we have Halafana to number 4. We got number 4 of Benio. And it's going to go out of bounds. Driven down the court, it's Ingram. Ingram finds Kaczynski, Contreras to Aldretti, and going to go out of bounds. So now it's going to be a turnover as time runs out. It's going to be John Jay's ball. Halafana with the ball, dribbling down the court. Halafana trying to find someone open. There goes Halafana. And it's going to be stolen. What a play by Ingram. And Kaczynski recovers the ball for the Tuskers. Back to Aldretti. Aldretti back to Kaczynski. Kaczynski to Ingram. Now Ingram with the ball. Back to Kaczynski as the quarter ends. And they get the basket with 0.1 seconds left on the clock in the first quarter. So 2 points, and Kaczynski is going to get the free throw. So first free throw hits the backboard, but someone's able to recover, but it does not go in. Something that does work in the NBA, but it did not work for the Tuskers there. And 18-12 is the score. That is the end of the first quarter. And we will be right back in a second after a commercial break. So we are currently having technical difficulties with the commercial break, so I'll just tell you a little bit. We are the Soma Sports Broadcast Club. We play talk show episodes, and what we do, we play talk show episodes, call games. We're a club at Soma's High School. If you're interested in joining, come to the Athletic Room. Check us out. Check out our YouTube where we call games, all games off of, upload our talk show episodes. Our next episode will be coming out pretty soon. It will be an interview with Coach Tetro, the varsity bowling coach for the Tuskers. So Ingram now dribbling down the court with the ball. We're back. It's the second quarter. Ingram finds Aladretti. Now Ingram with the ball again. Finds Aladretti, and Schmidberger gets it up for the basket, and it goes in. Tuskers up on the scoreboard. Now dribbling down the courts, John Jay. And it's going to be stolen back by Somers. Here's Kaczynski up for the basket, and it's going to go in. It's actually Contrera who gets the basket. A 18-16 game, dribbling down the court now. Number 5 for John Jay goes to number 4. Back to 44. 44 going. And she's gonna throw it out of bounds. And now we have number 44 on for the free throw for John Jay of Alwatt. Alwatt's first free throw is good. And Alwatt's second free throw is also going to go in, making it a 4-point game. 6:59 left on the clock. Ingram is going to throw in for the Tuskers. The Tuskers making some noise with their feet here to Ingram. Ingram dribbling down the court. Goes Ingram. Ingram finds Contrera. Contrera with the ball to Kaczynski. Kaczynski not able to grab the ball, and it's going to go out of bounds. So that makes it John Jay's ball. Number 5 on John Jay is going to throw it in. Number 5 of Pelaasi to number 3 of John Jay. Finds 13, back to 10, up for the 3, hits the rim, and does not go in. Looks like John Jay is going to have a chance to shoot some free throws here, or throw it back in. Looks like they're going to get to throw it back in. Hard to tell what the call is there. Almost guarded by Ingram, but number 10 able to grab it. Finds number 3 up for the basket, no good. We got Kaczynski dribbling down the court. Here goes Kaczynski. Kaczynski to number 11, Cleary, to Ingram. Back to Cleary. Got Maeve Cleary with the ball to Sydney Ingram. Ingram now trying to find someone open. Ingram decides to keep it. Going for the basket. Side pass to Aladretti, but not able to get it. Eventually hits a basket. It's John Jay's ball. Dribbling down the court, 10 of John Jay. Finds 44. 44 with the basket. Finds 3 up for the basket. It does not go in. Number 3 for John Jay. Tried to shoot that of Cal Lefty, but now Coffey is going to shoot the free throws. So Coffey on for the free throws. Number 3. First one's going to be no good. Second free throw, Calfee is up, no good. Taken back by Cleary for the Tuskers. To Allegretti to Ingram. Ingram dribbling down the court. Finds Kaczynski. Back to Ingram. There goes Ingram. Up for three. Hits the rim, but does not go in. John Jay will have the ball back. Finds Halafana. Back, and Halafana with the ball. Now to 24 of John Jay. Stolen by Sidney Ingram. Number 24 of John Jay. Kamaj. But it's Ingram, eventually gets Kaczynski, and it goes in for the three. 1 point game. The Tuskers down by a bit. They just made it a one-score game, folks. We got an exciting game here right now. Oh, if you just heard that, there's going to be a knockout tournament at halftime. We will be calling that a bit as well. We also have our halftime show, so make sure to stay tuned for that. But what plays may Soma scheme up to get down the court in this matchup? And I think just getting open, hard cuts, and good screens. Those are the plays that, according to assistant coach Rogers, Soma are going to try to scheme up to get down the court. And what do we expect to see from John Jay? According to Coach Rogers, they're a team that plays extremely hard, and you need to match their intensity to be able to beat them. And we'll see if Tuskers are able to do it tonight. So far, they have been able to do it, as it's just a one-score game. But now, going down the court, number 22 to 24, up for the basket, no good, but rebounded by John Jay. Not something we want to see from John Jay, and it's gonna go in. 5 will get it for John Jay, making a 22-19 game. Now we got Sidney Ingram dribbling down the court. Up for the basket, no good, and stolen back by number 5, John Jay. A Peossi to number 10. 10 with the ball, and stolen by Sidney Ingram. Ingram going, up for the basket, and it will not go in. Not able to make it up there. Covered by John Jay, but it's going to be called a foul, so Sidney Ingram will be shooting the free throws for the Tuskers. First one hits the rim, does not go in. Ingram now up for a second free throw. And also hits the rim, so it does not go in. That is not one to see by Somers at this time, but it's John Jay's ball, 22 with it. And looks like, even tricked me up there, it was the Tuskers' ball. They ran down. John Jay thought it was their ball. They ran down the court, but it's the Tuskers' ball, and a big mistake by John Jay there. The coach letting them know as well. And it's up, no good. Now it is John Jay's ball, but number 10 loses it there before 22 is able to recover to 24. Back to 22 of Halafana. Halafana now to number 10. Number 10 to 5. 5 back to number 3. Going up. She was right on the line. Not able to get it in anyway. John Jay will rebound, but then it's going to be stolen by Sidney Ingram. Ingram going. Ingram finds Cleary. Back to Ingram. Ingram finds Kaczynski. Kaczynski up for the 3. It goes in for the Tuskers. Ashley Kaczynski gets it for the Tuskers, tying the game up at 22. Now we have Halafana dribbling down the court for John Jay. Here goes Halafana going up for the basket. Hits the rim, does not go in. It's Contreras' ball. And it's going to go out of bounds as Tuskers are going to be able to, will be throwing it back in as that will be against, foul will be against John Jay. Back to Ingram. To Aladretti. Not able to get, but clearly able to recover for the Tuskers. Now Ingram with the ball again. Ingram, is she going to shoot for the three? Is she going to throw? Clearly it looks to be open. So does Contreras. Now to Cleary. Finds Kaczynski. Kaczynski with the ball back to Cleary. Up for the three. Does not able to reach. That will make it John Jay's ball with Halafana throwing it back in. Number 5 also down there for John Jay of Pelosi. Five with the ball. Going up for the three, Pelosi gets it in for John Jay. But Ashley Kaczynski dribbling down the court. Let's see if the Tuskers get it and could take advantage here. Does not take so, but they're able, Aladretti able to recover it. But then it's going to roll out of bounds. That will make it John Jay's ball. With the ball, we have Kaczynski to Aladretti, but it's going to wind up going out of bounds. Foul called here, so it looks like it's going to stay Soma's ball to Cleary, to Aladretti, back to Ingram. Ingram going for the basket, it's up. It's the back of the rim, does not go in. So now have Ingram shooting the free throws. Our first one goes around the rim but does not go in. Tuskers not doing the best on free throws tonight. Ingram's second free throw is up, hits the back of the rim, does not go in. But Soma's with the rebound. That is what they needed after that. Finds Contreras up for the three. Oh, and it does not go in. John Jay's ball now to number 44. Finds number 11. Going to number 5. Back to 44. 44 with the ball. Finds number 11, 22 of Halafana. Open, but 11 decides to keep it. And end result, Soma's ball. Now, trying to throw it back in. Contreras back to Ingram. Dribbling down the court. There's Ingram. And it's going to be stolen by Halafana for John Jay, who gets it in. Halafana able to steal it, run it down the court, go right to the basket, and gets 2. As Kaczynski's 3 is going to be no good. And that's going to make it the Tuskers' ball. And on John Jay's ball, they did point to the Tuskers' side of the court, but John Jay's ball. Number 22 with the ball. And see what they call here. So 5 is going to throw it back in for John Jay. Up for the basket, no good. Stolen by Contreras. Contreras dribbling down the court. There goes Contreras. Back to Ingram. There goes Ingram. Ingram going up for the basket, and it goes in. And that, folks, is going to be halftime. A buzzer beater as it gets to halftime, and it is now going to be a 27-24 lead for John Jay heading into half. That is your score. We will be back in a moment for the halftime show. Hey guys, apparently we've been muted this whole time, so let's get started with the halftime show. And let's get started. What a first half by the Tuskers. Just what a first half. Able to keep it close, and John Jay. It's been an exciting game. Both teams playing pretty even matchups. We have Ingram out of the Tuskers. We have Halafana, number 22, playing amazing for John Jay. I think those are the top two players for each team, and just excited to see what happens. It's a three-point game. Most of the games we've done have not been this close. It's been one team pulling away more than the other, and I'm really excited to see what happens in the second half. Thoughts on the first half? It was a good, exciting first half overall, and I'm excited to see what happens going into the second half and further throughout this game. Most impressive player in the first half, Ingram, number 22 of John Jay, number 22 of Halafana, are just amazing players tonight on John Jay and Somers. A few more for Somers. We also have Contreras playing as amazing as usual. We also have Kaczynski showing up, and Allegretti as well for the Tuskers. All players to look out for the Tuskers. And yeah, but we've got 5 minutes left for the half. So what's going to happen? So much could happen. It's such a close game, and I think it's going to stay like that. Maybe the Tuskers pull ahead in the third quarter, but I think it's going to be John Jay. They'll keep it close. They'll come back, keep it close. I think we're tied at 53. And as the buzzer goes off, it's going to be the Tuskers who get the game-winning shot, winning 55-53. Similar to the boys varsity Lakeland Tuskers game a few weeks ago, it's going to be a buzzer beater, this time in the Tuskers' favor. That's what I got for you guys. So yeah, as the ad's currently not working, I'll talk about a little bit what I do if you don't know. Benny Silk, founder and president of the Somers Sports Broadcast Club, a club I created last year. I'd appreciate it if, when you can, check out our talk show episodes. We interview coaches, guests. It's like a talk show made by kids at a high school. It's pretty cool. And yeah, just look at our YouTube, see what we do. We also are on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. It's called the Somers Sports Broadcast for everything. You could follow us there. Also, Somers High School Sports Broadcasting Club for Instagram. It'll probably show up for that as well. But on there, we just update you of what we're releasing on YouTube, like talk show episodes and broadcasts are the main two things. We may do more in the future, but as of now, we're just getting started. And we've already done pretty cool stuff, including calling the state championship game. But yeah, it's been an honor. And yeah, so yeah, I really would like if you guys could check it out. So, AFC and NFC championship game this weekend. So much could happen. The Commanders busted a lot of people, all of our brackets. My Super Bowl winning prediction, as I had the Lions. Now, who knows is what's going to happen. And I'm going to give you a little preview of my predictions. You could still see Brandon Phillips' predictions in the upcoming Somers Sports Broadcast episode coming out in the next few days. Release date, not sure. What we'll do is once it's released, we will put that up on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. And you can also get alerted when it's released by subscribing to our YouTube. But check there if you want to get links to our episodes, or subscribe to our YouTube so you can watch our latest episodes. And yeah, but let's start with the NFC Championship, and this is a game I'm going to be calling with Brandon Phillip on Sunday. So please tune into that. Should be an exciting game. Oh, my, 59 seconds. This second quarter went by fast. Let's have Mark, our cameraman, get the camera back set up. But we have Eagles, Commanders. I think it's going to be the Eagles who take this one 27-16. And then, of course, in the second game, we have the Bills, Chiefs. As much as I would love to see the Bills win this and the Commanders win their game as well, it's going to be the Chiefs. I just hate to say it. It's going to be the Chiefs that take this one, and they're going to win it. got it being a close game. I think it's going to come down right to the end. It's going to be one-score game, 26-21, AFC Championship, Chiefs, Eagles, Super Bowl. And in the Super Bowl, I have the Chiefs winning it 28-20. That is my prediction for right now, and we will be back in a second. The teams are preparing for the second half. And before we get into the second half, what are some storylines coming into this game? And it's just that Somers has not played in over a week. And that is why they maybe are a bit rusty coming into this game. But a little bit at the beginning. But Somers was able to figure it out, and they're now playing pretty good. And it's only a 3-point game, and only down by 3. And I believe the last time they played was the last game we called last Tuesday. And now we got 22 with the ball, finds 44 of John Jay. Back to number 3, back to 44. 44 with the ball. That's gonna go out of, it's gonna be called, and it will be Somers' ball. Ingram to Kaczynski. Back to Ingram. Playing a bit of a different game here to Contreras. More action on the other side of the court. But then it's going to roll out of bounds. I believe it was Somers. Touched it last. Yes, and that is going to make it Halafana and John Jay's ball. It's Halafana, not Halafana, folks. So Halafana dribbling down the court. Here goes Halafana. Back to 10. Up for the 3. Not even close. Didn't have the height there. Ingram to Aladretti. Aladretti going. Hits the backboard. No good. It's John Jay's ball. Number 44 finds number 11. 11 with the ball to 44. Up for the basket. It's going to be a basket for John Jay. Blocked by 22. Ingram with the ball, but Ingram able to rebound to Kaczynski. Back to Ingram. Tries to pass it to Cleary, but rolled out bound. Looks like the penalty there, but it is going to be the Tuskers' ball. Back out to Contreras, up for the 3, hits the rim, recovered by the Tuskers, but it does not go in. 10 with the ball for John Jay. Tuskers able to get it back. We'll see whose ball they call it here. It's going to be John Jay's ball with 22. Halafana throwing it back in. Halafana to Kafti. Now 44 with the ball. We got 44 Elwatt. Elwatt now to Halafana. Halafana with the ball. It hits the rim, does not go in. Taken back, number 3 with it now, and it's going to be stolen by Somers of Contreras. Contreras going up. It's going to hit the rim and does not go in. So up for the first free throw. It is going to be no good. Second free throw. Hits the rim. It goes in for the Tuskers. Dribbling down the court. It's Ingram. Ingram finds Aladretti. Back to Cleary. Up for the 3. It does not go in. That makes it John Jay's ball. But Ingram, will recover. And we will be back in 2 seconds. Enjoy the game. Just figuring something out here. Click. Be back in 2 seconds. Ingram is going to throw it back in for the Tuskers. Kaczynski with the ball, back to Ingram. Back to Kaczynski, to Cleary. Back to Ingram. Now it's Algetti with the ball. Now Contreras up for the basket. Does not go in. So 22 heading back down the court for John Jay. Finds 44. Number 3 up for the basket for John Jay. Not good, but we're covered. Now 22 with the ball. That's going to be stolen by Cleary for the Tuskers. Cleary, so now it's going to be Ingram dribbling down the court for the Tuskers. Going up for the basket, and it's hits the rim, does not go in. So that makes it John Jay's ball. And up for the basket, we got number 11. It's in and good. So now dribbling down the court, it's Ingram. Ingram going. Tries to pass it Cleary, and it's going to go out of bounds. Ingram throws it out to Algetti for the Tuskers. There's Ingram. Back to Contreras. Up for the basket. Now Contreras up for the 3. It's going to be no good. That's going to make it John Jay's ball with Fana throwing it back in. And as we wait, how is Somers and John Jay? How's Somers and John Jay similar and different? How are they similar? They're both on the smaller side, as you could see from here, but they play different defenses. And watching both these teams, those are two things you could probably tell. I could tell right away. But now we got 10 with the ball for John Jay. Back to 11, back to 22. Up for the basket. It's no good. Now with the ball, it's Kaczynski. Kaczynski dribbling. Back to Ingram. Back to Kaczynski. Now with the ball, it's Ingram. So Ingram is going to throw it back in for the Tuskers. There goes Cleary back to Contreras. Kaczynski with the ball. Back to Cleary. Finds Kaczynski again. Now we got Kaczynski with the ball. Back to Cleary. Clearly up and now back John Jay's ball. And a 3 for John Jay. And welcome back, folks. For those of you just getting here, we are now on with Local Live as we just set it up for Local Live. But for just getting here, it is currently John Jay who is winning 36 to 25. It has been basically all John Jay in the second half, but Somers just got a 2 there. Those of you listening on YouTube, thank you for bearing with us as we've been having technical difficulties. Thank you to Mark, our cameraman, who has been following the game, but it should be out. We are back now. So right now we have Cleary with the ball to Kaczynski. Ingram now. Ingram shoots it up. It's going to be stolen back by John Jay. Number 11 of John Jay takes it back. Bartley Cohen. Now wind up being Somers' ball. So now on for the free throws, it's Kaczynski for the Tuskers. So first free throw hits the backboard, and it's going to be no good. So now on for the second free throw, Ashley Kaczynski. It goes up, hits the rim, it's no good. That's going to go. And that's going to make it John Jay's ball, throwing it back out. Number 44 dribbling it down the court. Back to 3, going up for the basket, and it's going to be no good. And now number 3 for John Jay on for the free throws. If you don't know who I am, I'm Benny Silk of the Somers Sports Broadcasting Club. I'll be calling the rest of this game for you today. Those of you on YouTube, thank you to those who've been listening. And yeah, start of the second half, it was the Tuskers only down by 3. 27-24 was the score, but it's basically been all John Jay in the third quarter as it is currently a 38-27 score. As it's stolen back by number 5 of John Jay. 5 with the ball. Going down the court, up for the basket. Does not go in. So Ingram throws it back in for Somers. Sydney Ingram dribbling it down the court. There goes Ingram. Ingram going back to Contreras. Up for the three. It's no good. Did Allegretti touch it before it goes out of bounds, but with 2.7 seconds left in the third quarter. Let's see what they come up with. They throw it back in. So 1.6 seconds left. 38-27 is your score. And it is now Maeve Cleary up for the free throws. First free throw, it hits the back of the basket. Backboard of the basket does not go in for the Tuskers. Now on for the second free throw. It goes up and it's gonna go in. And stay tuned, as later we will also be calling the JV game. But now, as the clock goes to 0, try to get it. John Jay tries to get it down court, but it's gonna be a 10-point game heading into the fourth quarter. The score is 38-28. We will be right back. Someone's down by 10. Will they come back? Let's see right after a quick break. And welcome back. What a game it has been. Fortunately, in the third quarter, John Jay was able to pull away, but Somers is not out of this yet, and I think they're very well in this game. These both 6-win teams, and I still think it's going to come down right to the end. And I think Somers is going to be able to make it close. It's going to be not as many points as I predicted before. Maybe like 51-50, Somers wins on a buzzer beater. I still got to predict Somers. I am a Tusker. Got to go with the Somers. But if you're wondering who I am, I'm the president of the Somers Sports Broadcasting Club, Benny Silk, and the founder, and calling this game for you today. So now, John Jay throwing it back out, number 5. We have 10 dribbling down the court. Number 24. Now 24 with the ball for John Jay. Back to number 10, Amin. And it's going to be Schmidtberger who steals it for the Tuskers to Contreras. Contreras going up for the basket, and it goes in for the Tuskers. 8-point game. The Tuskers are still in it. Now with the ball, number 3 to 24. 24 of Kamaj. Kamaj dribbling down the court. Game is called dead. Let's see what they decide here. So it's going to be number 5 for John Jay, throwing it back in for the Wolves. So they throw it back in for the Wolves. Number 10 of Amin with the ball for John Jay. Back to number 3. 3 up for the basket, and it goes in for John Jay. 40-30 is your score. Kaczynski with the ball for the Tuskers. Back to Ingram. There goes Ingram. Ingram to Contreras. Schmidtberger throws it back out, and that's going to make it John Jay's ball. Dribbling down the court, Kaczynski. Back to Ingram. Ingram with the ball. Ingram finds Schmidtberger. Schmidtberger going back to Allegretti. Allegretti to Ingram. And throws it to Contreras, and we'll see who they give the ball to there. And they're going to give it to Somers as Ingram goes to throw it back in. So Ingram coming close to us to throw it back in for the Tuskers. Fake throw and then throws it. What a play by Ingram, tricking up the John Jay players there. That does not count as it does not go in for the basket. Now dribbling down the court. It goes up for the basket and it does not go in. So it will remain a 10-point game. It's now up for the free throws. So the foul on that play. Free throws up. Number 5 shoots it for John Jay of Penozzi. Pelozzi now up for second free throw, and that one's going to be no good. 41-30 is your score. There goes Sydney Ingram up for the basket for Somers. Goes around the rim and does not go in. So now Ingram is going to be shooting the free throws. So Ingram's first free throw is up, and it is good. And now on for a second free throw. And that one's not going to go in. 41-31 is your score. A couple of free throws. Done it. Back to number 10 for John Jay. Up for the basket. Does not go in. And we will be back in 2 seconds. Yeah, when the score changes, do you want to type it in? Yeah. So you gotta go here and then type it in. Just home and away. Away is Somers. I'm sorry if that's confusing. So the first free throw does not go in. Now the second one, John Jay. Number 10 up for John Jay. Number 10 of Omin. Hits the rim, does not go in, but John Jay able to rebound. 24 up for the 3. It does not go in, and rebounded by Schmidberger. Now going down the court, it's Ingram. But it's going to be stolen back by John Jay. There goes John Jay. Number 44 up for the basket, hits the rim, and does not go in. 5:52 left in this game, and it's going to be another... it's going to be number 5 throwing it back in. Interesting move. All players get together there as 5 throws it back out to 10. And we have not seen a lot of action from Halifana, the top player who had a great first half. Currently not in the game. A little bit of a surprise. John Jay going to get 2 points there. And it's going to be Contreras throwing it back in for the Tuskers. Tuskers currently down by 13. There goes Ingram. Ingram going. Back to Contreras. Finds Cleary and now it's going to be Contreras on for the free throw. So first free throw is up, hits the rim, and it's going to go in. And it does not go in. Contreras' second free throw is up. Goes up, and that one is going to go in. It's now a 12-point game. It's going to be John Jay's ball. And back in for John Jay, it's Halifana, the star player of John Jay. Been playing pretty good tonight, helping this team a lot. big reason why they are currently up by 12. There goes Halifana, dribbling down the court, stolen by Sydney Ingram. Ingram now with the ball, going back down the court the other way. With the ball, clearly Schmidberger. Two open girls there. Now it goes back to Aladretti. 22 tries to steal it. Schmidberger able to get it, gets it to Aladretti. Now Ingram back with the ball, trying for the three. No, to Schmidberger. Schmidberger back to Aladretti, up for the three. Does not go in. After all of that, no points will be scored for the Tuskers. Back to number 24 for John Jay, up for the basket, no good. It's Kamaj who misses for John Jay there. So now it's going to be John Jay's ball, so Halifana is going to be throwing it back in for John Jay. Going, number 10. Back to 42, new player in for John Jay. First time this evening.
Oh, nice steal.
And it's going to be stolen by Contreras. And she almost got it from coast to coast. But she will not get it in. But she will be able to attempt the free throws here. So it's going to be Elena Contreras shooting the free throws here. Hits the rim, and it will bounce right off. And the second one goes, and second one will go in. Now with 4:25 left in this game. Who are the players that, these are the players that were like to look out for Somers today. Ingram, Ashley Krasinski, and Contreras. And those three players have shown up for, those three players have shown up for Somers today, along with Aladretti and Aladretti and Schmidberger has been showing up a bit as well. But with 4:25 left, what a game. So we started off, John Jay pulled ahead. Somers has not played for over a week, so they started off a bit rusty. But Somers battled back, making it a 3-point game heading into halftime. The score was 27-24, and in the third quarter, it was John Jay who was able to pull ahead once again, and they have been able to stay ahead ever since. Currently up by 11, and even in the NBA, this would be a tough comeback, but never know. You can't ever count out the Somers Tuskers. So Halifana is going to throw it back in for John Jay. Throws it to number 10. 10 with the ball. Back to 24. Back to 44. Play is called. Omin. Charlotte Omin, a big key for that drive, getting down the court. But 24 for John Jay will be throwing it back in of Kamaj. Throws it back out to Halifana. Halifana out to 10. Back to Kamaj. Back to 10. Up for the basket. It's going to go in for John Jay. Number 10 of Omin. But now Ingram throws it to Cleary. To Aladretti, up for the three, it's Contreras, it's no good, but Tuskers able to rebound it. Eventually goes back to John Jay, 24, up for the basket, hits the rim, it's no good. So now on for the free throws, number 22 again for John Jay of Halifana. Halafana for her first free throw. It goes, and it will go in. Now Halafana on for her second free throw. And that will also go in. So now it's a 48. We got Jimmy Johnson to Larry Bird on the scoreboard. There goes Kaczynski to Ingram. Back to Aladretti. Aladretti finds Ingram. Ingram now with the ball. There's Schmidtberger, Aladretti, Contrera. Open now. There goes Contrera. Up for the basket. It will not go in. Another missed basket. Somers and Coach Mallon not so happy right now as his team is not playing so good. So Ingram throws it back out to Aladretti. Finds Schmidtberger. Back to Ingram. Up for the three, and it goes in! A three for the Tuskers. Sydney Ingram gets it, and it's stolen by the Tuskers. Contrera. This is what the Tuskers need to do. They just scored 5. Contrera gets it, but there goes 44 for John Jay. Gets the basket. Now we got Contrera, throws it back to Kaczynski. Ingram open. Contrera throws to Ingram. Now to Kaczynski, back to, now at Kaczynski. Back to Ingram. Ingram going up for the three. It's Contrera. Hits the backboard. Does not go in. Stolen by John Jay. John Jay's ball. Now it's Halafana with the ball. Number 24 up for the basket. It's no good. Oh, Kamaj. But it's going to be an air ball. And it will be recovered by John Jay. A rebound. Going up for the basket. And it's no good. There goes Sydney Ingram dribbling down the court. Back to Contrera. To Kaczynski. There goes Kaczynski. Back. And now it's going to be Contrera with the ball. Up for the basket, and it goes in. But was it called dead before? So it was fouled. Yes, it was fouled before the shot. But it is going to be Somers' ball. So Ingram is going to throw it back in. She got it. Contrera got it, but fouled before the shot. So now the ball, it's Contrera. Back to Cleary. Up for the three. Hits the backboard. No good. And it's going to be recovered by John Jay. John Jay going to 5. Now 42. New player in for John Jay. And jump ball. We'll see who they give it to here. And it looks like 5 of John Jay is going off. There's some confusion going on. Yeah, it's going to be John Jay's ball. So players decide to stay right there. John Jay getting it right by the basket. Up for the basket, and it's going to be good for John Jay. 52-38 is your score. We got Ashley Kaczynski dribbling down the court. Dropped, but picked up by Cleary, and it goes in, but the foul is called. Foul is going to be called after the basket, so points will count, and now Cleary on for the free throws. And looks like Somers is going to call a timeout. Apologize for those on YouTube. We are currently having technical difficulties. But those of you, please stay tuned in listening as we still have it up and going on. So they're bringing the ball down to the other court, and now number 42 is on for the free throws for John Jay. So first one is up, and it's going to be good. So now 53-40 game. And our second free throw is up, and it's going to be good. Now dribbling down the court, it's Contreras. There goes Contreras. Finds Ingram. Ingram going back. And it's taken by number 5. And so number 5 is up for the free throw. It's good. And now on for the second free throw, number 5. For John Jay, it goes up, and it will not go in, but we're covered by number 44 of John Jay going, number 44. For those of you watching on YouTube, tune into Local Live right now as we have the camera working up on there. We'll try to get the YouTube camera working again before halftime, before the end of the game. So the first one is going to go in for John Jay. First free throw. Now on for the second free throw for John Jay. Number 10, it goes up and it goes in. Number 10, Omen gets it for John Jay. So now Ingram to Contreras. And John Jay just pulling away. 17-point game. And I'd say it's pretty much over for the Tuskers. But Aladretti with the ball. Tries to get it to Kaczynski. It's stolen by John Jay. And that, if it wasn't already sealed, that's got to seal it. Now going down the court, number 42, and he touches it as it goes out of bounds. So we're going to throw it back in, number 10 to number 3, back to number 44. Up for the basket. Good, but number 3 with the ball for John Jay. And we'll be back in just a second. For the free throw, and it's gonna go in. Number 3 of John Jay, number 3 of Kalafi. But now we got Ingram. Back to Contreras, up for the 3. It's the backboard, does not go in. Now we have number 3 as the clock ticks down to 2-1, and that is game. The John Jay is going to take this one 58-40. And folks, what a game. And folks, those are your final. That is your final score, 58-40. The Somers Tuskers are gonna fall to 6-8. Meanwhile, it's gonna be the John Jay Wolves who get their 7th win of the year to take it 58-40. I am Benny Silk. I want to thank everyone who tuned in tonight. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.